So, as most of you probably have heard or seen, there was a Nintendo Direct quite recently, containing many new announcements, and surprisingly, a lot of new Mario games. It was filled to the brim with these Mario games, with such games as a remake of the Super Mario RPG, Super Princess Peach, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, Mario Kart 8 tracks, and much more amazing stuff. But with the elephant in the room being a new 2D Mario, this being new Super Mario Bros. Super Mario Bros. Wonder, containing a strange new art style. It does look quite similar to a new Super Mario Bros. Game, but with much more detail. It kind of reminds me of how Super Mario World got the Yoshi's Island treatment and became Yoshi's Island. And I feel like this is exactly what we needed to stay fresh in the series. The game is really quirky so far, it's looking, and just super unique altogether. It really does feel like a whole nother dimension, because we're so used to the old formula. But I love the change, and I'm honestly kind of afraid of it. Miyamoto likes characters to stay simple and not necessarily have a crazy personality. And he's more focused on gameplay, or level design, and how you complete the level rather than what's in it. But with the Mario movie, we've sort of dipped our toes into this new world already. You can really see the newer Nintendo team shine through this game, with all the quirky new aspects, and just everything that they've wanted to do. But yes, I'm aware there's been some controversy around the voice acting. People have pointed out that it doesn't necessarily sound like Charles Martinet, who does the voice of Mario. And I can sort of see this. However, I really only noticed it in the Japanese trailer. I have a feeling it's just a Japanese voice actor, because it doesn't really sound like a North American voice actor. And this is just in Japanese versions of the trailer, or even the final game. And I have a feeling this is because, maybe there are, longer lines in this game, and maybe they want them to be in their language, and with these longer lines, I mean, there's just going to be a different voice actor doing them in Japan, or they're just, there for now, and they'll be changed later. But this game could become the new standard for Mario, and I'm not necessarily against this, but right now it's just kind of weird with the transition, and it can either become a new standard, and it's really different, or it could just get pushed aside as just a new Super Mario Bros. Game, like all the others, just being the odd one out. And this game could really give Mario personality and shape the character in a way that we really haven't seen before. I'm really intrigued by the flower that just changes everything, because there's just so many creative possibilities. There's so many just things that could happen. I'm really looking forward to seeing new enemies and mechanics and new characters, as well as multiplayer. And of course, Elephant Mario is goofy as ever, and I can't wait to see just all the doors that it opens up, with levels and everything, and just all the new mechanics that, could come in here. Another thing is that Super Mario Bros. Wonder may also make, Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, which is already on the Switch. I have a feeling that this game could really make it feel quite lacking. I mean, these games are so different, because New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe is just so empty compared to what this new game may be. And another thing is the length of Super Mario Bros. Wonder, because with all this detail to the levels, this is all great, but if the levels are short and the game is short, then this could be a problem. However, I don't necessarily think it will be. I think they'll have a fair amount of, levels with this. And of course, the Mario RPG is relatively long. I mean, even if there's I hope there's new content, with the Mario RPG remake. I sure hope there's like, scans of manuals and box art and, a soundtrack in there. And, we really still don't know about those purple coins. I mean, right now they're just kind of there. I mean, they may serve as a purpose later, such as, like, they may be similar to the star coins, whereas you have to, collect so many, and you might have to get them to go somewhere, or they could just be, as a reward, whereas, they either don't serve a purpose or they really do. But I have a feeling that this game may be coming to Nintendo's next platform and be a cross-gen game, being for the Switch and whatever that next console is that they decide to release. And I have a feeling that whatever this new system will most likely be announced in a September Direct later this year, or earlier next year in a Direct around then. But, yeah, this game is really a passion project from, the newer Nintendo team and the older Nintendo team just, collaborating and coming up with this to create something new and fresh. It's just really what the team has always wanted to do. And, they can really go crazy with this one. They can do a lot of stuff that we've never seen before. And who knows, like the results could be wildly different and change Mario as a whole. Like Mario could become, this whole new elaborate character with a backstory. I mean, he already does have a backstory, but, Nintendo's tried to block most of this out in the past, and I just feel like now's the chance, with the Mario movie, a lot more people are going to be coming in and, wanting to play a Mario game, because, I mean, with the Mario movie selling incredibly well, making well over $1 billion, we can see a lot more people wanting to come in and, just check out the series, wanting to play the games, and, with all these new games, with, the Mario RPG, Super Princess Peach, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, and all this other stuff, I think is a really, really good chance. And I mean, with this, I think also another thing is Mario the movie, the game, which sounds really stupid, but I feel like with all these people coming in, with the Mario RPG remake, you could do something like that, where you could, take the story of the Mario movie and, put it into, like, an RPG, and it would create, this Mario the movie, the game, and it wouldn't be horrible. But, back to Mario Bros. Wonder, like, it's all just so intriguing to me, like, at first, looking at the art style, I didn't necessarily like it, but then as I looked at it more, I began to like it more and more, and, the art style really fits with, the classic New Super Mario Bros. And what they're trying to go for, now, and I just think, they're finally, opening up and coming out of their shell, and really just coming out of their Koopa shell, and, just finally doing what they've always wanted to do, and it could result in a product that we've never really seen before. So yeah, I'll definitely be pre-ordering this as soon as possible, and I hope you guys check it out too. I've never really gotten a chance to really dig into Mario RPG. I've really only played the first couple minutes of it, but I'm really excited to get further in that game, because, I've heard everything's really good. And I guess you could sort of count the Mario RPG as a new 3D Mario. I mean, it's really not, but I mean, and it's not new as well. It's just a remake, but I would consider. I mean, it's just because the original was it was isometric. It was like Sonic 3D Blast, but this is completely not that. I think it really could have been cool if it were, sprite-based, like if it got an HD 2D remake, and I'm not really sure what I would have preferred. I think I would have preferred this, because I don't really know how they would have done HD 2D with this game. I think HD 2D would work really well with a game like Chrono Trigger. I'm still waiting for that Chrono Trigger HD 2D remake, and I think that could turn out just amazing. But yeah, all these new Mario games are just really, we don't have much information about them. And with some of these games like Super Princess Peach and the Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon remake, I mean, yes, they've said that these will be coming to Switch, but they haven't really fully said by next year, sometime next year, the new system is likely to be announced. So with this new system announced next year and these games coming out next year, I have a strong feeling that at least these games will be coming to the new system. And I'm not really sure if New Super Mario, I do still believe that New Super Mario Bros. Or Super Mario Bros. Wonder will be coming to the next system. However, it's there's a lot better of a chance that that these other Mario games do come to the next system, considering they're coming out next year. But by the time New Super Mario Bros. Wonder, or Super Mario Bros. Wonder, I'm sorry, it just burned into my memory of the new, because it's just that's 2D Mario now. But yeah, there's a good chance that by then, by the time that game comes out, there will be more information, or at least more leaks about this new system coming out. So I'm not really sure. I'm definitely going to pre-order it on the Switch. However, if it does get announced on the next console, maybe with more content and such, or just just port it over with slight visual enhancements, I would try to pick up that version of the game. However, I'm not gonna double dip because I wouldn't be able to afford that. But if it does get announced for that system relatively soon, then I would definitely pick it up. But then again, that system may not be announced until later, either this year or next year. I just hope all these games are wonderful.